Hi, I'm Erica, founder of English Islands, and this video is to show you how to turn automated lessons on and off, and also how to manually add lessons even while you're using the automated lessons feature. All right, so let's dive in. So first things first, to turn automated lessons on and off, you just click on this little pencil up here in the top right, and you can see right here, auto assign lessons. You can toggle that off, or you can keep it on. And I'm going to go ahead and cancel because I want to keep my automated lessons on. So the next step is to learn how to manually add lessons. So here you'll see the students have completed a number of lessons. The data is starting to populate, and we're starting to see some potential trouble areas here in red. So one thing that's important to understand is that in the platform, the lessons are moving through in sequential order, right? So if a student is starting, for example, on lesson 28, as you see here, the next lesson that they go to will be 29, and then 30, and then 31, and so on, right? So that is phase one of our automation process. And as of right now, it's up to the teachers to choose if they want to add these remedial lessons or not. So if you see a student struggling, you want to take a quick peek, see if you want to add the remedial lessons, and then I'll show you how to do that just in a moment. But first things first, I'll show you here. So this is a good example of where a student might need some extra help. They might need those remedial lessons added. Because you can see this student, Jaden, is really struggling with a letter N pronounced as And you can tell because when you hover over this, you can see that the scores on that N sound are consistently very low. There's actually only one score, one word that he did quite well on, which is the word in. But if you hop over here, for Rika, you can see for the letter D pronounced as D, you'll see a quite different picture. So there's actually only two words that pop up here. In bed, there was a score of 0, but in den, the score was 78. So this might have just been there was some background noise that impacted that score, and we might not need to assign any remedial lessons to this student just yet. But when you see something like this, the long list of scores that are quite low, you know it's time to add some remedial lessons. So let's go ahead and we'll add in some lessons on consonant N to Jaden. So to do that, you just go over here to where it says lessons, click on that lessons tab. You can add or click that plus button, and then we'll just search up a consonant N. And we'll go ahead and we will add those lessons specifically to Jaden. All right. Now, let's take a look at what happens when we add those lessons in. So Jaden is currently set to lesson 28. That's the current lesson that Jaden is on, but we just added in remedial lessons on consonant N. So we're going to go ahead and log in as Jaden to see what happens when you add those lessons in. So here what you'll see is the lesson 28 is showing up here, but the remedial lessons that we added in, the lessons on consonant N, lesson number 9, these are all showing up first. So whatever you manually assign to students will show up first, and they will have to complete those first before they can go back into the sequential lesson order that they were previously scheduled on. So once they complete the consonant N lessons and finish all of those, then they'll go back to lesson 28 and continue on from there. All right, thank you for watching. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, feedback, we'd love to hear it. Hit reply to any of our emails and we will be sure to take a look. Thank you.